Hey folks, we're live tonight in Weslaco, surrounded by trees. Earlier we were talking about the pollen count, which is pretty high here and across a lot of Texas. We're better to find trees than the Mid-Valley Garden and Pond Supply, and there are a bunch of them back here. All kinds of trees from all over the world. Among them, there's some oak trees and a bunch of other stuff as well. And it's certain trees that produce more pollen than others right now. And if you look at the map of Texas, we're not alone. In fact, we're not as bad off as the middle of Texas. Once you get north of Laredo to Corpus Christi, you go all the way up to Abilene and Dallas, out to West Texas. That's where the cedars, I think, are the biggest thing. And you can see it's very high up there. So yes, the pollen count's high here, but even higher when you get to the north and west of the area. And you probably notice that if you take a trip up into that region, if you have allergy problems, certainly spiking, because everybody's had a pretty mild winter so far, especially this last month or so. February, one of the hottest on record for a lot of the state of Texas. Now, let's look at the wind speeds now across the valley, because the front came through earlier, and behind the front, winds a little bit gusty for a time. Notice you're looking at 10 to 15, 16 miles an hour across the region. Wind primarily out of the north to northeast right now. Little low pressure area trying to develop right on the coast right now, and where the wind is coming together over western Cameron County, part of Willacy County. We've seen a few showers pop up. Those showers continue to push down into Mexico and then moving on out of here. Temperature-wise, here's where we stand at news time. A little cooler than it was yesterday at this time across most of the region. There you see it 84 still in McAllen, but only 79 in Harlingen, 76 degrees at this hour at Port Isabel, still 85 in Rio Grande City. Some places they got a little bit of sunshine today. We're able to get just a little bit warmer. Rest of the state, it does cool off behind the front, just takes a little while. 63 in Dallas, 51 right now in Amarillo, 59 the latest reading in the Midland Odessa area, and out in West Texas, El Paso checks in tonight at 63 degrees. Now look ahead the next 3 days, and we're going to see temperatures cooler than we've seen in some time. The normal high for this time of year stands at 77, and we will actually be below that for the next 3 days. So we had so few days in February below average, and now we're going to have 3 of them in a row to get March started, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And on Saturday, I think there's a pretty decent chance of some rain. We'll talk about that coming up in just a moment. Let's look at SatRad across the region, see what's going on right now, and you'll notice as we take a look at it that there's a fair amount of cloudiness. It's certainly clouded over here this afternoon, and clouds kind of taking over our skies. And in a few places we've seen spotty showers, but it's been pretty isolated, stuff moving north to south. You see little green spots show up on the SatRad in the eastern part of the valley and push toward the south. Now, Future Track suggests that the clouds kind of hang with us tonight into early tomorrow as the drier air tries to build in, but still plenty of clouds. That brief shower continues to be a possibility. I think tomorrow is kind of a mix of clouds and sun, but certainly a cooler day. Temperatures tomorrow only in the low 70s at best. And if those clouds build in early enough, some places will have trouble even reaching that 70-degree mark, but you get a little sun, you might warm up a little more. Let's go into tomorrow night, and you notice there's no green on there tomorrow. I think it's a rain-free day. Going to tomorrow night and Friday, still a lot of clouds, still a cooler day. By Friday, we start to get a little more moisture in here, and by the time we get to Saturday, that moisture leads to some rainfall. And I think Saturday, especially the second half of the day, I think there's a good chance for rain. A lot of it moving up from the south. You see it showing up on Future Track west of us and north of us, but I think we're all fair game for showers and even some thunderstorms. The potential for some heavier rainfall is there as we head into the weekend, really starting midday Saturday, going all the way into Sunday. As we move along and take a look at the statewide picture, you see the front pushing south of us, and it's not that far to the south. It hangs down there, and a lot of rain forms along that front as we head into tomorrow. You move on into Saturday, and you'll start to see, there's Friday, you'll start to see that moisture creep back up the coastline, and by Saturday afternoon, some of that begins to show up in our neighborhood, and we end up with showers and perhaps even a thunderstorm in a few spots. I wouldn't be surprised to see an inch or two of rain in parts of the valley, with some places seeing even more than that. So this is one of those weekends you want to kind of keep an eye on what's going on with the weather. Your rain chances the next 3 days, here we go. We bumped the chances up. We've gone from a dry day tomorrow to 20% on Friday, then up to 70% on Saturday, and with heavy rain, very much a possibility late Saturday into early Sunday. So your forecast at the coast looks this way. If you're headed to the beach, and why not? Going to get wet anyway, right? And I don't see any significant rain until Saturday. In the morning, about 69 degrees, northeasterly winds. Wind stays out of the northeast, at least for most of the day. Temperatures in the afternoon in the 60s. UV index remains high. The rip current risk is moderate. Your surface temperature is at 74 degrees. Your evening air temperature at 65. Check out the tides. You'll see where they are. There are 2, a small craft advisory in effect until tomorrow afternoon. Seas running 5 to 8 feet. The bay is rather rough. So across the valley tonight, here's what we expect. Readings dropping into the upper 50s across most of the valley under mostly cloudy skies. Can't rule out a brief shower this evening, but after that, we should be pretty much dry, northerly winds. And then tomorrow, well, it's kind of a mix of clouds and sun. High of about 70. That's it. Northeasterly winds about 7 to 15. Don't expect much rain, if any, tomorrow. The best chance comes on Saturday. So here's the 7-day forecast. A couple of sprinkles possible Friday, and then Saturday into Saturday night and early Sunday. Showers, perhaps even a thunderstorm with heavy rain, a possibility. Not a guarantee, but a possibility. By late Sunday, we cleared out. We get sunshine back for early next week. The long-range model's at odds about what happens in the middle of next week. Some suggest there could be another weak front, but right now that doesn't appear to be the likely scenario. Instead, we start the warming trend again for early next week. But the bottom line, tonight, tomorrow, a lot of clouds, cooler temperatures. In the next 3 days, we stay below average with a good chance of rain showing up the second half of the day on Saturday, lasting into early Sunday. That's it. Live in Weslaco, Tim Smith, Channel 5 News at 6.